Hello, hello, and welcome to my stamp studio. It is Hump Day Lunch Break Live, and I'm just going to adjust my camera and my lighting here just a little bit. Got some kind of funky waves going through there, so just want to make sure that my lighting is good and to kind of center myself in the screen. So tell me, where are you watching from, and what are you going to be having for lunch today? I'm going to be doing a salad right after this video, so would love to know what you're doing. And I just need to refresh my screen here, make sure I have it all turned down, get my comments going, turn my volume off. Hi Becky, hi Beth, I'm so glad you're here. So today, super excited, I am going to be playing with the flowering rain boots, and we're going to make a quick card, and it's going to go from oh, that's really nice to wow. So can't wait to share this with you. So let's get started here. I do have all the measurements, the supplies, everything that you need to make this project. It's going to be available on my website. It will also be uploaded to YouTube, and in the description in YouTube, you'll see links to everything in my online store. So if you're interested, you can go ahead there and purchase. Also, there'll be a link to my website that will take you to the post where you can download a free recipe card. So let's get started. Here is today's card, and I just got to figure out somehow on my screen here how I can constantly see my comments. So for some reason on the iPad, ooh, a BLT sounds so good. On my iPad, I can't always see the comments. I've got to keep touching it to come back. All right, so anyways, we're going to be using our Flowering Rain Boots stamp set, and it coordinates with a set of dies called the Rain Boot dies. This is available on page 30 of our January to June mini catalog. So that's going to be ending pretty soon. You have, a little over a month and a half to get this. So if you like this, make sure that you get it. This is also one of the things that I'm featuring this month, and that is my April card club. So in my April card club, you are going to be making 4 different cards, and I'm just trying to get out those cards at the moment. You'll make 4 different cards. Oh, I don't know where I put them. Oh, here they are, right in front of me. You'll get all the supplies you need to make 4 different cards, actually 8 different cards. So it'll be 4 different cards, 2 of each card. You get all the supplies to make everything. In addition to all the cutting, scoring, die cutting, punching, I do all that for you. Unless it is actually part of the bundle, then I don't do it. But everything else, like the clouds and all this embossing in the back, all that is done for you. And I send it to you, and this is a monthly subscription. I've now put that on my website, and you can access it at www.mystampstudio.com if you're interested in signing up. And each month this will be packaged up, cut up, everything, and sent to you. And yeah, it's really fun. You'll get 8 cards every month. I'm going to try to always throw a fun fold in there. I may not every month, but I'm going to try to. But they're cards that you can easily make and reproduce. If you don't have this stamp set and you aren't a fan of it, you can swap out your stamp set. The cards that are designed are easy to switch out for what colors you have and what products you have on hand. So don't feel like you have to have it, but if you love this as much as I do, you will want this, and you can add this on to your club. You just need to let me know. I have it sent to me, and I package it all up and send it out with your club. So club sign up runs from the 25th of the month until the 10th of the following month. So right now, April 10th is the deadline, so you need to sign up for club by then. It is a PayPal subscription. If you have any questions or any problems signing up, just let me know. Reach out to me, either message me or text me or send me an email. I'm happy to help get you set up. All right, so we're also going to be featuring the Tasteful Labels. I had to think about that. Tasteful Label dies. This is a retiring item, and I just checked everything today, and it is still available. So if you like this, oh my gosh, I'm so sad to see this one go. I do use this for labels and sentiments all the time. So here, I actually use it like this direction most often. And let's see what else we're featuring. We're going to be featuring our Heart and Home. Yeah, Heart and Home Designer Series paper. This paper is awesome. So on one side, you have some like little floral, you know, kind of very delicate kind of patterns. But on the other side, on every piece, there is a wood grain, a black and white wood grain. Kind of like smoky slate in there too, basic gray. So yeah, every sheet has one in. So awesome. So this is available also in our January to June mini catalog, and those links will all be available for you. Let's get started on making our project. So I first started with a piece of fresh freesia, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of garden green, and this measures at 4 by 5 1/4. I have a sample piece of our Designer Series paper, and this is cut at 5 inches by 3 3/4. And again, all these measurements are available in the PDF file on my website, so you can download it. You'll have the measurements and all the supplies I've used. I have a scrap piece of that same Designer Series paper, just a different pattern. It is 2 1/2 inches wide. If you do a 2 1/2 by 3 inch, you'll get your boots stamped on here just fine. I have 2 pieces of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. One is going to be for the inside of your card. One is going to be to stamp on. And then I have a strip of basic black that I'm going to use. It's just a scrap here that I'm going to use to cut out a pattern. All right, then you'll also need a cut and emboss machine, either the large one or the mini. I'll be using the large one today just because it makes it easier to cut everything at one time. All right, colors. Let's talk about colors. So we're going to be using Memento Black, Fresh Freesia, and Garden Green. So I'm going to keep it very simple, just a couple colors, not a whole lot. Let's see. Let's pull in our paper piercing mat here. And I am going to actually start with my card base. So I'm going to adhere my Designer Series paper to my Garden Green cardstock. And we'll just go ahead and you know what? For grins and giggles, no, we'll just do it this way. I was thinking about cutting a die out of that, but oh well, I'm not going to. All right, here we go. And I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. And then I'm not going to stick it to the card base because I am going to be adding some ribbon to that. So our embellishments that we'll be using are going to be our Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon. And I had it next to me. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. And also our polished dots for our embellishments. Okay, so we'll put that aside for right now, and let's just get some. I'm going to put these right up to the top there because I'm going to have my ribbon right kind of in the middle there. All right, and remember, dimensionals are bling. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for right now, and let's get to stamping. So I'm going to take my first piece of basic white here, and I'm going to bring in, let's see, some different stamps here. I'm going to bring in my, I just had to get a block here, to do the stems. I'm going to bring in these little daisies. I'm going to block here. And that's it for right now. I'll be grabbing my sentiment, Live Life in Full Bloom, and my boots shortly. But we'll do these first. So in Garden Green, we're going to stamp our stems for our flowers. Oh, well, how do you like that? Got Garden Green all over my finger. Good thing we have reversible paper. Isn't that amazing? Stampin' Up! Thought of everything. What I love about Stampin' Up! Is the products all coordinate. So I know my Garden Green stamp pad is going to go with my Garden Green cardstock and the Garden Green on my Designer Series paper. So I am all organized, and I am truly all about granimals for adults. That's what Stampin' Up! Is to me. I don't have to worry about, are my purples going to match? Are my greens going to match? And, oh, you know how hard it is to get blues to match. So just saying. Your fresh freesia is going to be fresh freesia across the board. Your Coastal Cabana will be Coastal Cabana across the board. All right, so here we go, and we're going to stamp our flowers right up on top here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm going to bring in my Smoky Slate blend. Now, you don't have to do this, but I wanted to have those centers kind of filled in. So instead of leaving them as the fresh freesia, I just wanted to make them pop just a little bit more. And I didn't want to use black because I felt like that was going to be so, I don't know, vibrant's not the word. It was going to be so like stand out. It was just too much. I want something a little subtle. All right, so now that I have that done, we'll clean our stamps over here on our chamois. And I'm going to bring in my little sentiment set. I've got some extra die pieces here that I need to move. Okay, I'm going to bring in my sentiment, and my sentiment is going to be Live Life in Full Bloom. I'm going to stamp that with my Memento Black. Right here. I'm going to leave enough room around it because I am going to die cut that, and I think that actually might be too low. Hold please while I pull that die. Oh no, we're just going to make it. Whew. So make sure actually you go a little higher when you do yours. That way you don't have to worry about it. Okay, and anything else I need to stamp on here? No, I think I'm good with that. Now I need to pull in my little piece of Designer Series paper here. And we'll pull in our fresh freesia again. And now I'm going to use my boots. My boots, where'd they go? Oh, here they are. Right on another block that was too small to use. Okay, so I've got my little rain boots here. And we'll stamp that in freesia. Now, this is fresh freesia designer paper as well. So the color's not going to be, you know, really obnoxiously bright or anything. It's going to be very subtle, and that's really what I want. I just want to get kind of the outline of the boot. When I first did this and I made it without stamping, you couldn't really designate the boot very well. Oh, I stamped on that one. So we're going to stamp there. Again, I just want that to be very subtle and not showing a lot. All right, let's go ahead and close some of this up. We'll come back to it in a few minutes because we'll stamp the inside of the card. All right, so let's pull in our die cut machine. And let's get our plates. So I've got my base plate, which is number one base plate. My number 2 plate, which is kind of like a shim. And my cutting plates. So these are number 3s. So I'm going to put that right there. All right. Now, if you're wondering why mine is bowed up, is because I've used this quite a bit, and it's kind of gotten bowed because I use it with plates that are, well, are ready to be given up. And I just am not ready to give them up. All right, so I'm going to slide this here. I'm going to pull in my black. Actually, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with the black. I already have it cut, so I'm not going to do that piece right now. But from our rain boot dies, I would take this and just layer it right there. And what's going to happen when I run that through is I'm going to end up with a piece like this. So I've already done that piece already. And I did that just to save myself a little time. All right. But I did want to show you how easy it is to make this card. And I really like to do multiple things at a time. I am a multitasker. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it is not. But if I can save myself a little time, then it's worth it to me. So I'm just going to turn this so I can see where I'm placing everything here. I'm just going to slide this out a little bit more there. All right. And we'll layer my flowers. We'll layer my stems. Get those lined up a little bit more. And you can see through your die, so you can see where you're needing to put that. Okay, now I need my other plate. It's a brand new clear plate, so it's really hard to see. I don't know where I put it. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to slide this in, and when I do that, I'm going to make sure that I'm pressing down. I like to hold my plates in place so that when I'm going through, they don't bounce around, and I know that it's going to cut right where I want it to. So there we go. And I'll come back through the same way, just so you can see what it's going to look like when it comes out the other side. All right, just like that. Ta-da! And the other piece I need to cut is going to be my little rain boots. So let's get that done right away. So I'm going to put these right here for right now. Here are my 3 pieces that I'll need. And let's get our boots cut. I always think of the song, "These Boots Are Made for Walking." Again, I only serenade on Thursday nights during the live. So if you want to hear me sing, and I don't know that that's really a good thing, you'll have to join our Facebook Live, Stampin' Fun and More, at 6:44 on Thursday nights. So you go to the Facebook page, My Stamp Studio, and you'll see the event there. And if you join my Stamp Studio group, you get notified of all the events that I do. All right, so now we've got our little boots cut out. Whoop, whoop. Cuteness going on already. Can't you just picture it? Now, if you wanted to change your colors up, feel free. Use your cardstock that you have. Use the designer series paper that you have. But I just want to be able to show you how quick this card is. All right, so I'm going to take this strip here and grab my snips, and I am just going to snip off 2 ends here. Let's see, right about here. Now, when I'm doing this, I had this little bit left over here. So I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of just smooth that out just a little bit. Yep, that's my version of Serenading You and Hump Day Lunch Break Live. Okay, now I'm going to move this out of the way because I don't need my base right now, but I do need these pieces. So let's go ahead, and I have my liquid glue. So I've taken my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I've taken it from this little bottle here, and I put it into this one because it's got this nice fine tip, and I really find that this is so much more helpful than that larger tip that comes out. So let's pull in our silicone mat here, and I am just going to place a couple dots of glue around the points. I'm not going to glue the whole thing. This will be sufficient enough to hold it in place because there's going to be stuff over the top of it. I just really kind of need to have it hold a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to flip. Trying to do this without getting glue all over my fingers. Okay. All right. Is my feed still frozen? I'm hoping that you still see me. I'm seeing it live. So if you're frozen, it may be on your end because I'm still seeing it go. All right. So now I'm going to have my boots here. Now, before I put my boots on, I need to put some dimensionals here. So we're going to pop these up. Actually, and I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals. Now, you can use whatever size dimensionals you have. Oh, note. When I'm putting this on, I'm going to be tucking those stems underneath, so don't put them up on the top because you want to be able to tuck that stem in. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to just set this right here. And I'm going to grab something to drink here. Sorry. When I'm talking so much and talking so fast, I get a little parched there. Okay. So I know I'm going to be putting this right there. Oops, see that I had glue on my finger. All right, I know I'm going to be putting that there. And I'm going to layer this out just to make sure that I have my heights correct. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead, let's tie our ribbon around. So again, this is the Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon. And I'm going to tie a little bow over here. I know this is kind of a challenge to do for a Hump Day Lunch Break Live when I'm trying to do this video in a short amount of time, because I don't want to take up your whole lunch break. I know that some of you may have to run, you know, and take care of business before your next event or meeting. Okay, there we go. And then just adjust it to whatever size you need. And, oh, that curled up. Let's try that again. Oh, a little tickle in my throat there. If you have a friend available, have them put their finger right on your little knot. Kind of like when you tie a present, right? Oh my goodness. Now, normally I can tie a bow much faster. It's because you're all watching. Just saying. That's what happens. You get a little nervous sometimes. Even after doing lives for how long now, I still get a little nervous. All right. We're just going to trim that puppy down. So let's give the tails a little haircut here. We'll give this one a little haircut over here. Make sure you have sharp snips when you're doing that. All right, so now I'm going to slide this up as far as I can, right up to those dimensionals there. That's going to be a good placement for that. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my card base, and then I'll attach everything else to my card. Oh, and we still got to stamp the inside, so I need to crank this out a little bit faster, right? Okay, here we go. So, Becky, tell me, how did your husband like his lasagna? Becky's husband's birthday was last week, and she made him lasagna. I thought that was so sweet of her. Did you know yesterday was National Caramel Day? So I actually grabbed a salted pecan caramel kringle. And it was from that Uncle Mike's place that I've told you about in the past. I didn't take a picture of that one, but I did take a picture of my son's strawberry cheesecake one. I will have to post that. But it was yummylicious. Yeah, we ate it all. It was just, well, half of it, I should say. But yeah, we dove into that, and we did some damage right away last night to it. It was very yummy. So it's about this thick, and it has caramel across the top, and then a little bit of like frosting drizzle, and then salted pecans. Oh, to die for. Just telling you, it's one of my most favorite things. In fact, I think I like it more than cake. All right, and I'm going to put that right there. So my boots are on dimensionals. Isn't this cute? So again, you can take whatever designer series paper you have, match your cardstock to that, match your stamped images to that, or don't match if you don't want to. Totally up to you. All right, and put that right there. So how cute is that? Now it needs a little more cuteness, right? So we're going to bring in our polished dots. Now you could use the iridescent rhinestones, which would really make this pop too and give it a little more shimmer, or you could use the raindrop epoxy, clear epoxy ones. I just happen to have these handy when I was doing things, so this is what we're using. All right. I normally use my take a pick tool, but I've been finding lately that actually using my snips for this seems to work a little better. All right, so there we go. Just add a very subtle little amount of bling, but it's got some bling. And don't forget, dimensionals are bling. Just saying. Super excited. So tonight I get to participate on Stampin' Up's On Tour event, and I got a free stamp set. I'll show you the stamp set because I can show it to you. Isn't this cute? So look forward to seeing some samples with that. That stamp set is not available until the new catalog goes live. Okay, let's get the inside done here. So bring back in the Pierce mat. And I'm going to bring in just a scrap piece of paper here because I want to stamp off the edge. So here we go. All right, let's bring in some blocks so we can stamp. And let's see, let's just do our little flowers here. And pull in our garden green again. Now, I'm not going to pop up anything on the inside of my card because then the card doesn't close very well. I mean, it closes. It's just kind of, I don't know, lumpy, and you don't want a lumpy card. And you don't want it to get crushed in the mail. All right. So we're going to put some flowers right here. Right on the left, just like that. Could have gone a little bit lower, but, all right. You know what? We've got reversible paper. Let's make it lower. So I just need to look through my stamp there and make sure I'm getting low enough. Yes, I am. All right. Got that one done. And now I'm going to bring back in my fresh freesia. And if you want to switch it up and use the little tulips, you can, but I'm going to stick with the daisies. Because sometimes simple little flowers are the best thing. I love myself some good daisies and some mums because they don't take a lot of work. All right, and we're going to go ahead and just stamp these right here. I could go with a darker color as well, so I'm just going to stamp these just like that. That's fine. I'm all good with that. If I wanted, I could add some more. You know, let's see what that would look like. No, I think that's going to be fine just like that. I decided it's going to be fine. All right. So now let's just take a strip of basic white here. And this is just a scrap. So from that piece that you die cut earlier, just cut a scrap from that. Here we go. So just take this. We'll just do it this way. And I'm going to cut like a 1/2 inch strip there. And let's see. Live life in full bloom. Yeah, we're going to go. I'm going to go a 3/4 of an inch actually, because I'll do 3/4. Yeah, if I need to cut it down, I will. I'm going to pull in another stamp set, and I hadn't thought about this until just now. So this isn't listed on the stamp sets that I used for that. Where'd I go with it? Oh. It's a sentiment set that is available in the mini catalog, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, and I really think it's cute, but now I've got to find where I put it, because I think I put it away so it wouldn't be in my way as I was stamping with all of you. But let me just walk over to my little shelf here and see if I can find it. And I can't. Okay. Well, all right. Let's just grab another. I'm just looking for a good sentiment for the inside. I want to stamp it on my strip here, and then I'm going to put it right over where those are showing. And you know what? We'll just pull that one in. That will be kind of cute. Yes, 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 it will. All right. So this is our Friends of the Forest. And this, too, is available in the mini catalog. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. So excited. Okay. So Happy and Heartfelt. I thought this was just a fun set. And like I said, I haven't used this yet. All right. I know we're coming upon a half an hour, so let's get going quick. Let's see. Let's do, so Live Life in Full Bloom. Live Life in Full Bloom. Let's do Heck Yeah. I think that just kind of sounds fun, right? You gotta have fun once in a while when you're making things. Make yourself giggle. That's all that matters, right? Okay, there's a lot that matters, but you know, make yourself giggle sometimes. It's totally worth it. Let's see, is this Heck Yeah? I'm trying to read these upside down, and it's a little hard. Let's just see which one this is. I think this is Heck Yeah. So, we'll just take my block here, and I'm just going to put it at a little bit of an angle. I'm going to grab my black memento, and I'm going to stamp it. Let's see what the sentiment is. I hopefully grabbed the right one. Oh yeah, I did. And I think it's good enough that I could actually try it on the 1/2 inch strip. So let's go ahead. Yeah, that'll fit. Okay. I do want to move it over just a little more. And Let me show you why. There we go. Like it. Let's cover that up. And I'm going to just snip that side at an angle. And I'm going to snip this side at an angle. Just like that. And I can cover up where those stems meet the flowers because it's so much darker. So I can cover that up and no one will know, right? So let's take a little bit of adhesive. I'll just go ahead and stay with the liquid glue. I'll put it right there. Just like that. And you still have enough room to write whatever sentiment you want. Let's put some seal on here and put this on the inside of the card and we will be done. So I hope you enjoyed our lunch break today. And let's go ahead. Join me tomorrow night for Stampin' Fun and More at 6:44. Share this with your friends and family. Go to my YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe and click on the notify. The more subscribers I get, the more it helps me out being able to bring more fun cards and videos to you. Anything else? Oh, yep. Again, club is the Flowering Rain Boots this month. My class to go is Rainbow of Happiness, both of which are on my website and you can check them out. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of the day. See you tomorrow.